One thing I noticed as a teacher is that students want to do a good job, but they do not always know how to ask for help from their peers and the teacher. To fill this gap, I use Peergrade, which helps students to gain valuable feedback from their peers, and more importantly, they have the chance to see and learn from other students' work. The purpose to use Peergrade is letting students provide quality feedback to each other and encouraging critical thinking throughout the process. It can also reduce the time teachers spending on grading. The teachers can use Peergrade multiple times in any subject since it's a peer assessment tool, and students need to develop their ability to provide constructive feedback. Here I'm going over how a teacher can set up Peergrade in your class. First, you need to create an account with Peergrade and enter your information. And once you logged into Peergrade, click on Create a Class button, and a class code will display at the top of the participants page. You can show students the code and ask them to join, or you can manually add or remove students or even teachers in the class. And in the class you created, you click on Create Assignment button to fill in assignment name and add a description. Upload a file of assignment if you need it. You can set up the number of submissions a student required to review. I like to choose student has to review 2 submissions. And also you can create a feedback rubric, which we actually have a rubric library for you to choose from. And so your student can use this feedback rubric to give feedback to one another. Next one is to create a deadline for submission and feedback. You can click on Add Date button, and over here you can choose a submission opens, close, feedback opens, close date. And also you can set up individual opening time if they need extra time to finish their work. For students will see a list of their classes when they log in. All the assignments will be listed in each class. Students click on the submission button when they want to submit their work. They can submit their work in different formats, for example, file, Google Drive, link, or even text. When the assignment is open for feedback, it will show up under Up Next, and students will click on Give Feedback and start to give feedback in the feedback rubric. Teachers have access to monitor everything on Peergrade, and students can use flag function to mark anything they disagree with, and teachers will be alerted, as over here, the flag. If you need extra help, for teachers, this web page is very useful. It provides a range of resources that are very helpful for teachers to use Peergrade. It covers what Peergrade is, tutorial videos for teachers, and presentations for the pedagogy behind Peergrade. And most importantly, it has links to Help Center, blog, teacher stories, videos, and rubric library. Especially over here is your YouTube link, and you can see over here they have video tutorial for teachers, for students, and all tutorial video for Peergrade, which I find is really useful. Last but not least, for the first-time teacher user, I recommend students to use Peergrade during the class time, so teachers can provide instant help whenever needed. In the future, students can use it at home or library. In summary, by using Peergrade, students experience this process of giving feedback and then self-reflecting on their own work can help them achieve better learning outcomes.